What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of our Speakeasy podcast. We have John, and I'm Ken. Hey. My son has one of those sound machines. You ever hear those? Yeah. And it goes boo, and then it has cheering, and it has like womp womp womp. So he walks around that. It's like we have a narrative when we're walking around our house, and we have all that going on. It's actually pretty funny.
And then there's times it's like, all right, please stop.
Yeah. And then I ever tell you about, I think I've mentioned on the podcast, he has fart ninjas.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's like a little like figurine kind of toy, and like it's a sensor, just like you have your sensor lights or anything like that. And you walk by and it goes.
That's great.
He's a blast with that.
Wish I was a little boy again.
I kind of like it too. Yeah, I kind of like placed them in my own areas too, just to have fun with it. But yeah, guys, welcome back to the podcast. Always a good time. Always good times with this guy right over here, and nice catching up all the time.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. We've been doing this for a long time now, and
long time.
And I don't see us stopping anytime soon. So we're in good spot right here. Today, we are doing something interesting. First time seeing this around in New Jersey for me.
I thought it was fake when I kept seeing it out and about places. I was like, what is this?
So, yeah, John had texted me. He's like, did you hear about this bacon, eggs, and toast or something? I was like, yeah, I have I have it. He's like, what? Are you serious? I was like, yeah, I got it. And it's just a funny name that Bottle King had given their Elijah Craig. So this is Elijah Craig single barrel. Elijah Craig, they recently, for the last maybe 2 years or so, Elijah Craig has been doing store picks with stores, and they're basically been like their single barrel proof bottles, and it's just private picks for stores.
Yeah.
Just even more recently, they started allowing stores to do the toasted barrel picks. Delicious. Which is pretty cool in my book because I like the toasted barrel a lot.
Yes. And
to see that they have an option now where you can do a store pick on the toasted, I'm just all over it. This one in particular, they called it's a play on Bottle King. We have Bottle Kings here in New Jersey, and it's spelled BK and then apostrophe N, so it looks like bacon. Eggs and toasted. My only gripe with that is I wouldn't have said toasted. Even though it's a toasted barrel, I would have done bacon, eggs, and toast. I just feel like it would have rolled better. I think it would have rolled better.
Agreed.
No ED on there. Maybe I should cross it out. But this is coming in. This is a 9-year. Not too bad. Barrel proof. Once again, barrel proof, toasted barrel. Super excited. 122.9 proof. 61.5%.
And it's nacho filtered.
Interesting, though. I just noticed something on the math. Because it's 122.9 proof, then what would the alcohol be?
It would be
61.45. Exactly. Why do they have 61.5? Interesting. They lied by that point, whatever, 5%. That's okay. We'll let you guys slide on that one. But yeah, nacho filtered.
Nacho filtered, bro.
Nacho filtered. Let's get this going. Oh, look at you drinking from the Heaven Hill glass.
Let's go.
There it is.
Mr. Craig sent this glass over.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like my mini.
Some Elijah Craig out the Heaven Hill, because that's where it's from.
So basically, you can only buy this in a Bottle King is Bottle King in other states besides New Jersey?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
But it's only a Bottle King pick.
And we support and we love our Bottle Kings because they're one of the few stores, at least in our area, that sells at retail. And I mean that. They sell at retail. So you're part of the groups where they say, we're rolling out a cart right now. We've got some old Rip Van Winkle on there, and you see the prices. It's all legit. And you don't see that too often with liquor stores because a lot of liquor stores mark it up. Even the other big names, some of them around us, like Gary's or what do you call it? What's the other big one?
Yeah, that one.
The one on Route 46 there.
Total Wines.
Total Wine. There we go. Total Wine. Sometimes they are pretty good. Maybe some of the stuff you kind of like, because even Gary's. I've bought a Elmer Teely at Gary's for like $60, and then I've bought other things there. You know.
And they're a little
like
marked up a little bit.
Yes, at one point the regular toasted barrel was going for like $95 there.
Yeah.
And I was like, but there was a different.
That price has
demand
come
then.
down on the regular toasted barrel.
Oh yeah, it's about 50.
It's like $50 now.
Yeah, about 50. You'll see it now. You
I'm
actually see it
seeing
on
a lot
shelves.
of prices start to drop. To be honest with you,
That's supply and demand. Bourbon industry's kind of taking a drop now.
it's taking a drop. All alcohol's taking a drop. People just aren't drinking as much.
It's
anymore.
weird. Okay, here's the weird thing is when. So I texted John earlier today that there was a Jack Daniel's Heritage toasted barrel, and normally I would snag every single one on the shelf, and I actually walked out of the store without buying one.
Yeah.
I go to John, I'm like, you want this? And he's like, nah, it's all right. But he ended up buying it elsewhere.
I'm going somewhere I saw for $5 cheaper now.
Yeah, $5 cheaper somewhere else.
I'm meant to buy this because he asked me if I wanted it.
Yeah.
I said no, and then I saw it at a place, and I don't see it anywhere by me.
I know.
You have all the cool liquor stores out here on
I
this
just
side.
know which ones are the cool ones. I think that's all, you know.
I just don't think there's any cool ones. By me.
Yeah. So normally, like in the past, I would be like all over that and be like, yeah, let me get, you know. And I kind of did that at another store because I saw a few of them, and this is one before I started really seeing them on the shelves.
Yeah.
And I snagged like 2 of them, you know, and I was like, all right, let me just grab them because at like 60-something bucks a pop for a Jack Daniel's special release, you know.
There were only 2 of them on the shelf when I picked mine. So there was one left.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, do you pick it up to hold on to it in case it explodes again? Even though the prices are going down.
I know it's tough. It's a tough decision.
Or do you like?
Because I'm not sure, John. Because I think COVID had a lot to do with it.
Okay.
And unless we have another big pandemic, this is the other one that he's talking about. Or that we're talking about, the single barrel. We've had this on the show, so
toasted,
check out a review on this one. By the way, the toasted barrel. This one's actually not open, so this is one of my spares, I guess.
But that's what I was, I guess, asking. Like, is it a spare for you when you run out, or is it a spare for you because you're like, one day this is going to be?
I know. I'm not a flipper. I try to say I am, you know, because I want to act like I get rid of some of these bottles because I have so many of them. Yeah. But I usually just end up keeping them all, you know, and I'll sit on them
or selling them to me for whatever. You
yeah, I know, and I'm like, yeah, here. But no, I probably should sell a lot of these bottles. Yeah. I have. Don't get me wrong. I've sold things in the past, usually to friends, but I don't mark them up.
Well, that's why when you had text me, I was like, "What did you buy there?" And if you said, "Oh, I bought this," I would have been like, "All right." And then when I went to that store and I saw one left, I was like, "Do I text you and be like, hey, do you want this?" But I'm like, you just had it.
Yeah. So. I did pick up a 1792 Bottle and Bond while I was there.
Okay.
And I really like that. It's a great all-around bourbon, but I for the last year and a half, I said I don't want to pick it up unless it's a store pick because I've had it so many times. I'm like, and I'm actually out of it. I've been out of it.
Okay.
And I think I sent Dom, our beer dealer, I sent him a bottle the one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I forget what the reason was, but I think I sent to him as a gift or something, you know.
Mm-hmm. You like 1792.
I do. I hate the bottles, though. I hate the bottles.
Yeah.
I think the shape is freaking retarded. Yeah. I need something that's, you know, it's just too wide and bulky, and I just don't like the shape of this. Yeah. And I have to put it on an angle on my shelves. I need something like...
I agree. I mean, it's nice because it's flat, so if you have a wide... thing, you could just line them up.
Yeah, you can, but who wants to take up that much real estate on their shelf? You know, because if I can put this wide, but I don't, it takes up too much space.
Yeah, I hear you.
Way too much space, but I do like the juice. Yeah. But let's get back to what we're talking about here. This Elijah Craig, we don't want to sell them short.
Yeah, we're here to do this.
All right, vanilla.
Get a little peanut butter.
So peanuts or peanut butter?
Peanut butter.
All right, peanut butter. Maybe. I'm not sure. Are you getting any of that char, like that toasted?
Yeah. It's like fire pit.
Fire pit, you said?
Oaky.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be sweet.
It smells sweet.
Citrusy.
Now you're really coming out of. I'm like, I'm not getting citrus, but yeah.
Throwing shit. If it sticks, it sticks.
He's just like, let's try this one out. Citrus.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think that the nuttiness is more of the higher, the biggest thing that I
Yeah, the peanut butter. Yeah. All right, let's try this.
Let's go.
Cheers.
Interesting. Different.
You know, John, I'm getting kind of that peanut butter on the palate.
Yeah, man. And a little bit of chocolate, a little like Reese's Pieces, maybe peanut butter cups.
Little chocolate.
This is an interesting one.
Yeah. I'm gonna be quite honest with you, and I said this to you before we even had this. As you can see, I have opened it. I have tried it. I've tried this one on 2 different occasions. First time was like about it. Second time, I was like,
Better.
it's growing on me. It's growing on me. Third time, I think this is the best time.
It's good. It's different.
And it's your first time, so
It's my first time. I'm a Voyager.
But keep in mind, you get a little more oxygen in that bottle. Things change. Things happen. You know.
Sunny side up eggs? No.
Is that you?
That was me.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I get a little maple.
Maple. Interesting.
I get a little maple.
I'm getting that oakiness on there.
Definitely getting that oakiness. That toasted barrel. You can definitely taste
Yeah.
that toasted barrel.
How's that finish?
You know what? In all honesty, I'm not feeling that hug like I thought I would for 122.
No, it's higher hug.
Yeah, it's here, but it don't last.
Yeah, it's
so
not. It
doesn't
doesn't travel as much down to that chest. It's more up high.
Remember last week? I don't remember what we had last week.
Yeah.
But that finish lingered.
Yeah.
These don't linger as much.
Yeah. Compared to the Buckners we had, you're saying?
Buckners.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we had.
Yeah, this one. I mean, I kind of get it. I can still taste the bourbon on my mouth, but
I taste that peanut butter. I get a little bit of chocolate. I get it oaky. I taste a little bit of maple.
yeah,
I'm not tasting bacon. I'm not tasting eggs. Tasting the toast.
I like I said, that's just a play
I
on
know.
a play on it. You're not. I don't think you're really supposed to get that, but you know, toasted.
If you were, I think that'd be weird.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of water.
Mix it, baby. And I like Elijah Craig, and I always liked Elijah Craig. One of my go-to. Actually, I just saw the C925s are out now. I saw that at Wegmans too, and I was this tempted to get it, but I was like, Ken, no, you know.
What was it going for?
Typical, I think like 85, 90, something like that. Yeah. And I
Mix
was
it with a
like,
little bit of water. I think it brings out that toasted
Let's see.
that toasted oak a little bit more. You taste that char.
You do, and I feel like some of that sweetness comes through more
Yeah,
too
it
as
does.
well.
Yeah.
You gotta get that more of that sugary note on there.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, on the water.
Brown sugar. Yeah.
But keep in mind, we're here to evaluate without the water. So, you know, I mean, that's just a side note. If you people ever want to know, we add a little water to it, you're getting this kind of note.
I always like to just put a little swish of water in my mouth and then
Yeah.
put that in my mouth and swish it together.
Yeah, but you get some of that nuttiness. I think actually, and I don't usually do the water too much. I think I like it even better.
It's nice with the water.
Yeah, it's even better with it. Yeah.
I'm not liking the fact that it doesn't linger as much. And I'm
But you don't have to
actually,
let it linger.
you know what? No, you don't have to.
No, you don't have to.
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that I'm not getting that hug, man, because I feel like it's almost dangerous at 122 when it's kind of like you're not. When you taste a 122, you feel like you should almost be like,
Yeah.
you know, that hug.
Yeah.
It's not warming me up inside.
Yeah.
It tastes good in my mouth.
Yeah.
but it's not warming me up inside for a 122, which could be a dangerous thing.
True.
Doesn't mean it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
It can mean it's a dangerous thing because I might polish off half the bottle in one night. You know,
You dangerous. Yeah.
dangerous, Johnny, dangerously.
All right. I mean, I think it's good though. I think it's good. Out of 5.
375.
375 for you. I think I'm right there with you, man.
And I'm judging it as a toasted.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
I think I've had.
In the realm of toasted bourbons.
I've had a little bit better.
Yeah.
But it's not bad.
I should grab the regular toasted.
I don't know. Was it towards the higher end? Was it towards that normal 85, 90?
Yeah, because you know why? Because there's an extreme supply and demand with this right now.
Okay.
Because you can't. So it was. I think it was about 89 or something like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Not terrible.
But it's barrel proof prices.
Yes.
Which that's what this is. It's a barrel proof and it's toasted, but it's also Bottle King, and Bottle King's pretty reasonable with their prices.
Yes. Yes.
Hang out for a second. I'm just gonna grab the regular toasted, and
What do you guys want to talk about?
yeah, I want to grab it because after we're done with this, I want to
do a little
take
compare contrast.
Yeah, a quick one.
And drink it right out of the bottle.
What's
Little swig right out of the bottle.
No, after we're done.
You guys notice I'm wearing my Buc-ee's shirt, man. Hell yeah. I need to get back to Buc-ee's.
I forgot we had a toasted rye here.
I ran out of jerky. Toasted rye. I don't think we've ever had that one. I don't think we've ever had it. No, maybe we have. Listen, 200 and something episodes in, I can't remember what I even ate for breakfast yesterday. I don't know what we've had.
That's
on
her
the show.
toasted barrel there, and that'd be cool. That's a 94 proof.
Oh wow, a lot less.
Yes, and that's what it comes at, the regular toasted. So that's why it's really cool to see it in this higher proof, because that doesn't happen.
Like I said, I mentioned before. I mean, the prices have come down significantly.
Yeah, I know.
I was even looking at a Woodford Double Oak in some of the stores today, and it has come down significantly.
Under 50?
Right there,
Yeah.
right at 50.
Interesting.
I've always seen it in the 60s, low
Yeah,
60s.
yeah.
55 on sale.
I still think one of your best bangs for your buck is your 4 Roses small batch select.
Yeah, I have to pick one of those.
Yeah, it's such a good.
I have no Four Roses in my collection.
Yeah, that's good. I like it.
It's good that I don't have it, or it's good that
No, it's good. It's good
bourbon.
bourbon.
Good bourbon.
We'll jump on that because we're not going to finish because I think we got to move on. But hey, any of you Justice the Whiskey people, you want to know what we say as far as a comparison to the regular toasted? Check out our regular episode. But for now, let's cheers this one.
We do have to. I mean, we've been talking about some of our specials. We do need to do maybe a battle of the toasted.
Well, we said this not too long ago about cigar blends.
Yeah, battle of cigar blends.
Because I have probably a good 7 or something, maybe more, probably more.
Yeah.
Let's think about it. I've got Joseph Magnus, Penelope,
2 Old Elks, right? The 2 different
Old
kinds?
Elks, Good Times, Copper and Cask.
And I have a Copper and Cask that I just purchased. I don't know if it's the same one because I was looking at yours over there, and I think it's different.
No, it's different. I don't
Yeah,
think
it's
I've had
different.
that one. I don't
Yeah.
think I've had the double oak. What else? Cigar blends.
Oh, cigar blends.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's where I got it.
I'm at 6 right there. I mean, I'm just thinking off the top of my head, so there's probably quite a few more
Sure, there's more. Yeah.
that I have.
There's too much to look at.
Yeah. And, me and John like our cigar blends. We've always been a fan of the cigar blends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every time I see one, and I'm like, I love cigar. Oh, Starlight.
Starlight, that's 7.
Probably one.
I just finished my... I have 2 different cigar blends from Starlight. Because there's the one with the
Amberana.
They both have Amberana, but one has rum. That was it, rum cask, too. That's the one you have.
Is it?
Yeah, you have the one with the rum.
I haven't had it in a while because I don't want to finish the bottle. I'm afraid I'm never going to see it again.
And there's only one. I know one store that may have it.
Yeah?
Still, yes. So let me know. Because that is a.
Tell me after. Don't say the store because I don't want people running for it.
I just finished one of my bottles last night.
Is it in New York?
No.
Okay.
Nope. Nope. Because that's a store pick, dude. That specific store pick
Got you.
cigar blend.
Got you.
I saw it at a store recently. But you know,
I love that one, man. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. That was. Oh God.
No, I don't go through it. You don't got to go through
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I can't. Right
Have
now.
you smoked a cigar while drinking a cigar blend?
Yes, of course.
Do they go hand in hand?
Yeah, I think it complements it well.
Yeah?
Some better than others, though.
Okay.
Yeah, some better than others.
And then the Old Elk we liked one way
Punch
more than
Cut.
the other. Punch Cut.
Punch Cut was freaking fire, man.
I saw Old Elk cigar blend in a store,
Yeah.
but it wasn't Punch Cut. I believe it was.
I saw one today, too.
There's a new shop right in Caldwell.
Yeah.
And I saw Old Elk cigar blend, and I was looking for Punch Cut, and it didn't say it, and I was like, I'm not spending the money on this because it wasn't.
And I think
that
the other
well.
one we had was the Island blend. So I should have picked up the regular one because I don't have that one. But I was like trying to cut back.
Yeah, I know.
I got too much.
But if I saw that Punch Cut, I'd probably spend the money on it. That was
It was good. So I went back to the store I got it from, and they had one left on the shelf, and I picked up another backup because I liked it so much.
Yeah,
that was so
absolutely.
good. So good.
Absolutely.
I need to do something real quick, though. Let me see. Turn to this side. There it is. It's
The
been
hell is that?
hanging there the whole time, and it's bothering me.
Really?
Maybe your wife's
Here's
here.
that.
I don't know.
Oh, shit, I'm
Your
in
mistress, your gumad.
trouble. I'm in trouble.
But yeah, I like that punch cut. We'll do it. We'll do it at some point. I think we just got to plan a little bit more before doing it and all that fun stuff. So
Yeah, because it's a whole setup, right? Because
Yeah.
you want to do it blindly.
yeah. So what else? What else? Let's talk.
Let's talk. What do you want to talk about?
You were in charge of the topics this episode, so
Yeah. I was thinking of the, what about those little micro moments in your life that
Okay.
like kind of,
I actually forgot what we were going to talk about.
yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, that was it.
Those little micro moments that happen in your life that actually, stick with you or changes your projection.
Yeah.
Little things that have happened to you or big things that have happened to you, like the birth of a child changes
Yeah.
your projection in life.
Absolutely.
That's not even a micro moment. That's a moment. That's
Yeah.
a moment.
Yeah.
You know?
And what about anticipated moments and things that have changed in you and stuff like that, And that was like a birth of a child. For instance, like for me, I still remember I was not, I haven't always been the greatest person in the world or whatever, and I used to smoke cigarettes here and
That's
there,
everybody,
and back in the day, I would smoke cigarettes, and when I was going through some rough times, I would have some or whatever through some things in my life, and right before my son was born, like maybe a week before, I was like, done.
Yeah.
Done. I still remember who I had it with.
Yeah.
I remember where I was, and I remember my last.
You remember your last one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, my son's coming. Done. No more.
Yeah. I quit after my kids were born. My wife was like, you smell. They're gonna be on the babies.
Yeah.
And then, recently, hate to admit it on here, I've had some stressful times, and I wound up buying the vape.
Yeah.
And I said I'm going to do one, and then when it's done, I'm going to throw it away. I'm never going to do it again. And
Is that
then,
is that the one from Georgia or no? Or is that a new one? Because you were supposed to be done after Georgia.
No, it's a new one.
God. Yeah. I think he just wanted an excuse to have some. But those are like,
anyway,
that's a
yeah.
micro moment for me. That's something that could positively change my life.
Yeah.
And everything.
I mean, micro moments could even be the smallest thing, right? It could be like on my way here, I was taking those little windy, turny back roads, and now it gets dark at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It was pitch black.
Yeah.
And 2 deer ran across the street.
Yeah.
And, it was like a 30-mile-per-hour zone. I think I was doing like 45. And I
Yeah.
was like, all right, that's a moment I have to remember in my life where, like, I need to chill, you know what I mean? And look out, You
need to be aware.
You need to be more aware because, I don't want to
I've said it before. With deer, once one goes across the street,
Oh, there's more to follow.
They're gonna follow.
Yeah.
so
and,
always assume there's going to be another one coming.
and that's just a tiny moment that's going to stick with me and be like, all right, when I'm on this road or maybe in general around this area, take your time. Take your time. You know, maybe enjoy the deer running across. Go slow and enjoy them running across the street.
Enjoy them.
Yeah.
No one enjoys those fuckers. But
Well.
Okay, here's an example for me. When I was on the dating scene or whatever, I was on a couple dating websites and stuff, and
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. I don't think that was even around when I did that though. And my now wife was not from my area at all. And the way these dating websites work is it will pick up on people in that vicinity. So you'd have to be like within like a couple miles or something.
Okay.
And I lived in Clifton, and my wife was with a friend that lived, I guess, in Clifton, and they went to a diner. They went to TikTok Diner.
Okay. Did they have the Mick Jagger?
Is that a thing there?
Oh, yeah. That's Taylor ham, egg, and cheese on a roll with disco fries on the side.
Oh,
it's the Mick Jagger.
That would be what I would do, yeah.
It's the Mick Jagger.
Yeah. And she was there with a friend, and she must have been, who knows, maybe her friend went to the bathroom, she was just kind of swiping around or whatever. And I must have been swiping around, but once again, she wasn't from that area, so there was no way of connecting other than if you were in that area around the same time.
Right.
And here we are.
It was fate.
Yeah.
That she was in Clifton at that particular time.
Yeah, or quite the opposite.
Yeah.
No. I'm joking. And now we have a nice happy family with a great son and stuff like that. So that just micro moment in time, right then and there, that moment, we were in the right place, the right time, and here we are. And you know why she stuck with me? Because she's like, I feel like she stuck with me.
Yeah, she's definitely stuck.
Yeah. Because we didn't meet for the first time for like a few weeks, and sometimes with these dating websites, you meet within a week. All right, hey, let's grab a cup of coffee or grab a drink or something. She said because she had pneumonia at the like maybe a week later when we really started talking. She had pneumonia, and she was basically bedridden for like weeks.
Wow.
And I stuck, and I said, "Hey, how you feeling today? How I was always on top. Hey, how you doing? Whatever." And stuff. And she's like, that's why I'm like, I had to give this guy a shot. Because I was.
And now she's like, you scammed me.
Yeah, I know.
That's what my wife always tells me. You scammed me. You were nice in the beginning. You were like a knight in shining armor, a prince,
Yeah.
And you scammed me. You're not the same person. You scammed me.
Well, let's talk about your wife. So you met her she would come to see me and my brother who worked with you because she's our cousin.
And at the same time, she started to date another friend of ours.
Yes.
That didn't work out.
Yeah.
And she would come to see me to complain about it and be like, what's up with this dude?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I don't know.
Like, you want a real man?
Yeah.
I'll teach you what a real man is.
Yeah, I don't know about a real man. And then, things happened, and, you talk, and, remember the one night that she invited us over for dinner?
Yeah.
And that night, I think it was our love for the same type of music.
Yeah.
And I wind up, I owned Jim Danny's, and I wound up going back to Jim Danny's after she cooked us dinner, because I had to close out. And it was like 10 o'clock, and she called me to ask me a question, and we wound up being on the phone in the parking lot of Jim Danny's till like 6 o'clock the next morning.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, I need to be back here in like 2 hours. I was like, I got to hang up with you and go home. And she's like, oh my God. I was like, yeah, I'm sitting in my car. I didn't go home yet. We were on the phone for like 8 hours straight. Yeah. I was like, I got to go home and shower because I got to come back here in like 2 hours.
Did you leave the phone on and say, when I wake up, I'll hear you wake up with...
No, that's a weird fucking thing.
I know you said the kids do that nowadays, right?
Yeah, thank God I didn't have FaceTime and that type of shit.
Oh my God, yeah. And there you are. That's your micro moment.
That was my micro moment. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot.
I mean, micro. I'm not going to go into any details about it, but my son's kind of a micro moment too. But it's just one of those moments sometimes, and I mean, there's other things.
And a micro moment could be even a negative thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be anything good. It could be something bad that changed your life forever.
Yeah.
We do this podcast, and obviously we've said it before. I live, far away, about an hour.
Yeah.
We come and we enjoy our bourbon and sometimes a beer. And
Yeah.
sometimes you leave and you're like, maybe I don't know if I should, drive home or if I should
Yeah.
wait it out.
Yeah.
And there was one time that I was here that, you remember, I don't even remember going home.
Yeah.
And I think that was my micro moment to where it's like, all right, now I have to chill out because I
Yeah.
actually put myself, and not just myself, my family and everybody else at risk because
Yeah.
God forbid something happened or a person that I don't know
I know.
at risk.
That's true.
And so now we come back and we kind of chill out and we
Yeah.
hang out more and we take
Yeah.
it slow and fill me up.
Yeah.
More water,
We're on the same page.
food. I bring food with me
Yeah.
now.
No, we're
because
much,
I
and
need-
I'm more, and I've talked to your wife about it, and I said,
we're more responsible.
Yes, I said, listen, and she agrees 100%. I said, if he's too bad, I
Yeah.
can't be letting him leave.
Yeah.
So.
But I would come here and we would, record some episodes, but
Yeah.
in between we're drinking all these and having a few beers, and it's like, all right,
Yeah.
we come here long enough where we don't have to.
For the actual podcast, I think for the most part, for the podcast, we're pretty, actually, when we're done recording, we're usually okay.
we're pretty good, yeah.
It's sometimes when me and John decide to hang out afterwards
Yeah.
or before. That was the big issue.
That was that day, yeah. So I had
Yeah.
actually taken a day off.
Yeah, we went to breweries and
We
stuff
went-
beforehand.
We did 3
yeah.
breweries and we went
Yeah.
to lunch and
Yeah, it wasn't too smart. Yeah. So
so-
another micro moment in the time, which you obviously know, is my father passed away. That was another big one, man. Like that changed my life.
I don't know if that's a micro. I mean, that's a huge.
Well, when I say micro, it means like it happened quick,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it changed everything.
Yeah.
But
trajectory
yes,
goes from like this to all of a sudden like
yes, my father wasn't dying from like as he wasn't bedridden for
Wasn't
months.
sick.
It was overnight, and I was out with my friends the night before doing my thing, thinking nothing of it, and then he was gone the next day. So
I think about it all the time. It perplexes my mind as to what exactly happened. Holy
Yeah.
shit,
it still perplexes my mind half the time.
I
You know,
can't imagine.
so it was very like, hey, went to bed. Fell asleep, woke up next morning with my brother coming into my room saying, "Hey, Dad died," and I'm like, "Are you?" And just complete shock fell upon me right then and there. So, and
I can't imagine that type of show.
yeah, so that was I guess micro moment. That's not necessarily a micro. It was something that happened quick, but it's a major moment though. Yes. So yes, maybe I'm defining that wrong in my head right there, but
No, but it's a moment. It's a moment, and it's something that defined your character, and it changed your trajectory in life. It made you grow
Yes.
up. It made you become man.
I had to
quicker than maybe you wanted.
I had to grow up, and it's now we're really connecting dots here. And I still remember that day. Your father-in-law, my uncle, came up to me that day and said, "You need to be strong for your mother." It wasn't like a hey, this is a question of anything.
Yeah.
He basically said, "You need to be a man now," and that's that. And I often wonder, as an adult now, probably older than what my father-in-law, my uncle, your father-in-law, my uncle was then.
Yeah.
I think I definitely was older than what he was then, and because, yeah, definitely.
Well, you're talking, fuck, man, it's almost 30 years.
Yeah. So my father was 48 when he passed. So he was definitely more than 3 years older than I think your father-in-law, my uncle. Yeah. And now I think about it then, and I kind of listen. I feel his advice, but part of it fucked me up. I feel like because I never got the release. I never got that release.
The pressure. You put pressure on me. Yeah.
Yeah. Where
I never got to be a kid anymore, and you made me be a man.
Yes.
Real fast.
Yeah. I didn't. After that, I didn't really cry, and I didn't get upset, and I didn't anything because I said, I used to tell myself, I said, "Fuck you and your emotions. Mom's what I have to worry about."
Man up.
Yeah. That's what it was.
I think I felt that over my life as well.
Yeah.
Especially recently, this past summer with like the troubles I had with my mom.
Yeah.
It was weird because, I watched my brother cry, I watched my sister cry,
Yeah.
and I didn't shed a tear in front of anybody.
Yeah.
You know, and then I had a cousin come up to me out of the blue and was like, "You're the one taking this hardest," and I'm like, "The fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
I haven't shed one tear, bro.
Yeah.
I'm in charge right
Yeah.
now. What are you talking about? You know?" And it's
Yeah. They were right. You were bearing it all. And that's the
Yeah.
person that takes it the hardest.
but I did let it go.
Yeah.
I let it go one night, you know, in front of my wife.
Yeah.
I'm not that person to.
Yeah, I guess with me, I'm like a
I'm different now. Though.
yeah.
I don't know about you.
Yeah.
I'm more in tune with my emotions. And I'm going to be honest. It's probably not even me being old now. It's
Yeah.
freaking alcohol that enters
Yeah.
my veins, and I think
Yeah.
my age.
Yeah.
And now I'm totally free and letting what I think and how I feel go.
I know.
Where I don't keep it in as much as
I don't keep it in, but I still I let it out privately.
Yeah.
And when I say, and I let it out in the weirdest places. I let it out.
On the toilet.
No, I let it out watching TV and watching something, and I see like,
When like a fucking commercial comes
and
on.
I watch a Shriners freaking commercial with these kids and stuff, and I start crying. I'm
Yeah.
sitting there bawling, and I'm like, what the hell's wrong with me?
I know.
And I'm letting it out, you know, and I'm like, yeah, this is how it's coming out now, Ken. Nice going. You know, I'm watching commercials, and I'm watching things about people suffering, and I'm watching things about, you know, all this stuff, and I'm like, and it just starts coming out, and I'm weeping. But I do it privately. Like, I remember, like, when my grandfather passed, you know, or my grandmother, but I remember more specifically my grandfather, when he passed, you know, my mom told me, you know, this and that, and I had to walk into another room.
Which, your dad's dad or?
Oh, my mother's. So this is more recent. And
That's the crazy thing, man, because I've known you for so long. Where
Yeah.
I've been around when your dad passed away.
Yeah.
Your dad's dad passed away.
Yeah.
Your dad's mom passed away. Your mom's dad passed away. I've been at all the funerals.
so it's the older
you know what I
Ken.
mean?
Yeah, that is, you know.
We've known each other for so long. I feel
Yeah.
like I've been with you along.
Yeah, I know. But I remember walking into my study in my house, and I just sat in a chair and just started bawling.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And it's like weird because it's like it's not even, you know, and it's not me getting upset for necessarily even for me. I'm very in touch with my emotional intelligence, and I start thinking about my mom. I start thinking about my other family
How they
members.
feel.
Exactly, and that's really what it is too. You know.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, oh, God, this is gonna be a tough time. This is gonna be a tough time. You know. And thinking about them, or thinking about what they're going through, and thinking about like my Aunt Maria. Like my grandmother died on her birthday, my brother's birthday, same as my brother's birthday, you know, and I'll always remember that she died on their birthday, you know, and it's just, it's inevitable with such a big family that, you know, with so many people in it that, you know, there's going to be a date, you know, that.
Tell you, like I said, man, I've been around long enough with you guys. Like, I'm married to your
Yeah.
cousin, so I've been to all those wakes, funerals.
Yeah.
And you know the love that your family has for each other is amazing to me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I'm
Well, it's always an understood love, you know, and that's the thing with it. You know,
I'm blessed to be a part of it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and,
Yeah.
because you know I have a big family. My mom's side I have a big family, but I'm not close with them.
Yeah.
You know, and you kind of almost wish you had that love and connection with everybody.
Yeah.
And my dad's family's not that big. So.
Yeah. I gave I got a quick story. I know Chuck listens to the show once in a while. My buddy Chuck, he when we were little kids, we had a pocket knife club. So we've been friends for 40 years. And I'm talking maybe 7 years ago or something like that. And I had a clubhouse. Remember the clubhouse in the backyard?
Yep.
That little, you know,
Above the pool.
yeah. So we'd go in there and we had our pocket knife club, and I said, I'm like, I don't have a pocket. I don't have that. And, you know, he would just take them from his grandfather. And he's like, oh, I got one, you know, one from my grandfather. So I think I don't know if he sold it to me for like $2 or whatever, but he took one of the knives, he gave it to me back when we were little kids. And it had a mountain lion and like an eagle or something on it or whatever, and it was a pocket knife, and it was in my possession for the last whatever amount of years. I kept it in my firebox with all my prized, you know, like all my valuable things.
I have a shoebox like that.
Yep. Maybe a firebox you want to invest in.
Yeah, true.
So, I don't know. I guess a part of me, you know, with Chuck moved around a lot here and there, and I was always like kind of concerned that it might get lost in one of the. Listen, I'm not questioning whatever he's, if he'd be able to hold on to it or whatever. But I don't know. It was so special to me, and I think part of it with me, maybe I was a little selfish, and I didn't want to give it up. And I know he didn't have too much from his grandparents after everything that happened all over time and this and that, and he didn't have too much from, I remember even asked him, do you have anything from your family from back in the day? He's like, man, not really too much and stuff.
Gave it back to him?
Huh?
Gave it back to him?
Well, his son, he recently had a son, and, the story with that and everything. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm like, this is perfect. And everything was official, and I said, I think this is the time,
That's awesome.
So I took like a frame, and I did like, I made it like, I took a piece of wood and I stained it, sanded it, and I put his grandfather's initials in it, and stuff. And I put that as the background or whatever. And then I took magnets and installed magnets on it and put the knife on it. And, cool, and like, it was nice, like it was nice, like you could hang it on the wall, cool, and stuff. So 2 weeks ago, I gave it to him, and he's like, give me a big hug. He's like, shit, man, I remember giving this to you. He's like, I remember giving this to you. I said, listen, man.
Now,
I'm like,
two men. Did you get a little emotional there?
We were all right.
Yeah, we were all right.
We were all right. Yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah, no, we were all right. He texted me after the fact though, and he's like, dude, thank you so much. I think I caught him off guard. And I said, this is not just for you. This is for your son. This is something you can give your son in the future, and this is something that you can pass down. This was your grandfather's, I've held on to it, and, here it is, and you can give that to him one day. And I said, you can hang it on his wall.
It's very noble of you.
Yeah. It was a connection I had to, the good times back when we were younger, and like I said, I was very reluctant to give that back. And I was just like, man, I've been hanging on for this for so long.
You have, but you know what? In hindsight, it's going to be more important to somebody else than it is to you. And you did a good thing.
And that's what I said. This belongs in your family. It's something that, kind of, I feel like it'll be more important for you in the end, so.
That's cool.
And I said one day, he's like, I'll hang it high so my son doesn't get to it,
Shank me with it.
Yeah, his kid's he's still not even a year yet. Yeah, so, but yeah, it was cool. It felt good. It felt really good actually giving that to him.
Hey man, it's those moments, bro. It's those moments that define us, and this is a weird, gay, morbid episode, but it is. Mm-hmm. But I think it shows the true colors of how people, especially us, right? Because we're wise asses and we're always out to have a little bit of fun and joke, but you were still real human beings. We're real people, and we have real emotions.
Yeah.
Like I said, I am all right.
There you go.
I'm more in tune now with my emotions than ever before, and I think that has come out recently, maybe a little too much in front of people that I don't. Yeah. You've seen me at my worst sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you say things. Sometimes you say things and you're like, shit, man, why did I say that? Because the next day people are like, are you okay? And I'm like, why? What'd I say?
Well, yeah, we tear up. We try to hide it, but we tear up. Hey,
well, let's man up and
real quick, because I just took the final sip on the last one. I want to get it back to back. Getting that nuttiness still. Something there, buttery caramel. I don't know.
It's definitely a different taste.
It is. Isn't that crazy?
It's the proof.
And the funny thing is, now I kind of don't even like this one right now because I like. You like this one better or no?
The bacon and eggs.
You like the bacon and eggs better?
It's more flavor.
Yeah,
there's more going on there.
Yeah,
that could be the proof.
I'm pointing to the wrong thing. I don't like the regular toasted now. Yeah,
it's not that you don't like it. When you're comparing the two,
yeah,
there was a lot more going on with that.
There's more going on. There's more complexities.
That's it. It's almost 30 proof, 30 more.
Yeah.
How would you say it? 30 more what?
More 30 proof.
30 proof more. 30 proof higher than
the more 30 for proof higher.
30.
It is 30. Like
Because this is
basically
like
30.
it's simple. It's just simple now. Where that had a lot going on.
It's basically about 15. Would it be 15% higher on alcohol? Because it's 47.
Yes.
All right, let's do the math here.
Yeah.
47 and 61.
Yeah.
So
14 and a half.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. But the complexities on that one is just unbelievable. And just what's going on there, everything. I mean, I think I just had a micro moment.
Right? It's just like, oh shit. And I've told you that too before. Like, I've had moments here where I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then I get it or I buy it or I bring it home and I'm like, it's not the same.
Yeah.
You know? Is it from a different barrel? Is it because I'm just here with you and I'm happy to share?
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? Like,
We have plenty of micro moments ourselves where I might say something, or maybe more importantly, you might say something to me, and I'm like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm going to do that." Like when I think when I introduce you to like ChatGPT or something like that, or like what's it, the sensory stuff, the
ASMR. Dude,
ASMR.
that's all I watch now.
And it just changes you. Like, and I'll give you a good example of that. I went to an event at Ruben, who we've had on the show, did a masonry, Freemason thing, and we were outside chilling afterwards. It was like a chili contest, and we were hanging out outside, and we were talking about. I was like, man, I wish I could read more. I wish I could. I'm like, there's so many books I want to read, but I fall asleep when I read. And Ruben's like, Audible, bro. And I'm like, Audible? And he told me, I know, I live in a freaking under a rock. And he's like, yeah, you just audiobook it, man. Just listen to it. And I was like, dude, that's all I do now is listen to audiobooks. Micro moment right
You've
there.
always been, yeah.
Now that's all I listen to is audiobooks. Yeah. And that was because of him.
Yeah.
He's the one who introduced me. He's like, dude, you got to do it. I downloaded my audiobooks right before I hit the road after meeting with him. And I'm like, dude, I'm doing this right now. I'm listening to a book on the way home because
cool.
I didn't know much about that.
Yeah.
But micro moment right there.
Micro moment.
Our podcast.
This is a huge micro moment.
Yeah.
You know?
Me and him, fantasy football, hanging out.
It's...
We said we met for our fantasy football draft, whatever, 6 years ago or whatever it was, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want to do something. I want to do something where we're just talking and we're having beers and we're having fun and we're doing our thing. I'm like, I think it's plausible.
Yeah, and not to be that, emotional, stupid, I don't want to say gay because...
Yeah, it's pretty gay already.
But this podcast, made I think me and you a lot closer, and I value that. I value your friendship.
Yeah.
And it's a micro moment that brought us together, and we're still here doing it.
And we're still here doing it.
And our wives don't understand. At least my wife doesn't figure it out. She's like, I don't understand it. Well, you can make money. You can famous. It's not about that, man. It's about our friendship and about our love for the same stuff. And
this is
it's therapy for me.
I was just gonna say I would do this over a shrink any day.
Yeah,
we're hanging out, we're talking, we're getting out emotions, we're letting things loose, we're doing our thing.
Yeah.
We're enjoying good bourbon while we're doing it. So
then on the way home, you listen to sad music and you cry.
And then you stop at Taco Bell.
Anywho.
Oh wow! I just saw the time.
Yeah.
This was fun, man. It was
fun.
A little emotional, but micro moments in time. And
it's cool to be real.
And there's things that in anyone's life that just that split second or that time,
Yeah.
And it's pretty crazy when you think about it. It's almost like mind-boggling when you think about it, especially like when I said about my spouse and things like that, just to be at that moment.
Everybody, not everybody, but, society goes through life. Society goes through death. I mean, that's always going to happen.
Yeah.
Marriage, divorce, children, there's always these moments, promotion at a job, firing from a job, whether it be positive or negative. There's these micro moments in life that define who we are.
Yeah.
And, it is what it is.
What about micro moments you've missed? Things that you could have done, things that you could have just been there a little earlier. Made that phone call a little earlier. I think about those two, unfortunately,
Yeah, I don't know. I think about more micro moments of things that I should have done better.
Yeah.
That,
just real quick, just like
owning a restaurant, you know what I
yeah.
mean? I dream now, lately more than ever. I've been dreaming about my North Arlington Gym Dandies and how much I miss it.
Yeah.
And I would do it again tomorrow if I had the chance. And how I fucked it up because I was so stupid and young. And if I could do it now, what would I do?
Because that's what, 20 years ago?
Yeah,
I think about, too, like, for instance, back to my grandparents. My grandmother, when she passed, I was freaking racing on the highway because my mother was down there. She was down in South Jersey already. And I said, Mom, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I want to see her before she goes. I need to see her before she goes.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I left 20 minutes earlier.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know?
yeah.
I'm like, and I got there and she was gone.
Yeah.
She was gone. You know? Little things like that, too.
Little things, man. You got memories. I don't remember my grandmother and grandfather. I remember my grandmother a little bit on my dad's side. She died when I was 8.
Yeah.
And my grandfather died when I was 2.
Yeah.
On my mom's side, I was never close with her parents.
Yeah.
But later in life, when I got my own family, my own house, my mom would bring my grandfather to the Christmas Eve, because he was by himself because my other grandmother had passed.
Yeah.
And I got to kind of get closer with him, even though he's got 45 grandchildren, and I was just a number. That's how I felt. I was just a number. But he would come for Christmas Eve with just us.
Yeah.
And Christmas Eve was a huge thing when I was little.
Yeah.
And that, made me feel a little
Did you
special.
guys do Sunday gravy or no?
Sunday what?
Gravy.
Roast beef?
No.
What?
That's the
No,
expression.
we're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that.
Sunday.
That's another episode.
Sunday
sauce, Sunday dinner, Sunday family dinner.
Yeah. Did you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My grandparents lived in Brooklyn, and we would go to Brooklyn every Sunday, and my grandmother would make fresh raviolis for about 60 people.
It can be called gravy if there's meat in it, though.
No.
Oh, come on. Anyways. Listen, I'm for wheat. I agree with you. I think that it's sauce or marinara.
It's sauce.
Or marinara.
I get when you put meat in it, you can call it gravy. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather call it like maybe a ragu.
All right.
But
A bolognese.
Sunday dinner. How about that?
I guess it's just the whole it's just an expression for Italians on Sunday where they all get together
Yes.
every Sunday.
That was my childhood.
I did it once in my life. You remember my friend, my friend Mike or Edgar?
Yeah.
Yeah. I went one time to his family's, and it was the whole basement, Big Al, the family, everyone together. It was actually nice, man. It was nice.
And that's the part that I miss with my mom's side of the family because I don't really get along with them, and I have so many cousins.
Yeah.
And growing up was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And it's sad that we don't talk to each other anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my beef with this recent Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I went to my parents' house. I go to my parents' house once a month, twice a month for dinner on Sundays. And Thanksgiving, it was just us again, and it was just dinner.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything special like it used to be.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
Still
We
time.
grow up. We
There's
grow
still
up.
time. There's still time. And that's the thing. That's why there's new traditions. Because you know what's going to happen, John? Your kids are going to view it like, this is amazing. This was a nice dinner. I don't know.
I don't know, because my kids don't really have many cousins that they hang out with. So.
Yeah.
And not like I had when I was young. Or like
Yeah.
you had when you were young.
I guess.
Yeah. So.
I know. People are having less kids nowadays. Right? All right, guys. Let's finish this one up. I liked it. I respect it even more now after
Bacon
having
and
this
eggs.
one. Yeah.
I'm liking it.
Good stuff. Good pick from Bottle King. Cheers, John.
Cheers, Ken.
Cheers to you guys. All right.